Well, thank you guys for coming. How much of your life is being spent in the last few weeks doing all this, like doing all the Emmy stuff? It's like, you know, are you guys, who's in production now?
I am.
You're in production.
About a month.
You're in
I am,
production.
same month.
You guys.
Cable.
Cable. When do you go back into production? Pretty soon, though.
October the 10th.
Okay, so you worked it out really well.
Yeah.
So what's it like being in, you know, working and then also having to deal with all of this, with the publicity and the nerves and the...
Oh, it's terribly exciting. It's wonderful, right? Yeah, we've been doing a bit of it, but it's all leading up to this wonderful celebration we get to be a part of.
Right. And you're not worried when you're working, you know, when you're doing a scene, you're going, okay, is this Emmy worthy? Am I doing it?
I wasn't before.
Yeah, now I will be. Thanks a
now.
lot.
Absolutely.
Because that's what I look at. You know?
Yeah.
Is it, what about you?
I don't feel any added pressure about wondering about the performance, because I mean, this is all like, so I feel, was just saying to Walton before, I mean, I feel really blessed, as I'm sure everybody does, and honored, and it's nice to be recognized, but I don't think that's why any of us necessarily do what we do.
Right.
So I think it doesn't really come into my brain that way when I'm acting. Maybe it's just because I have a lot of self-loathing too. I don't know if it's possible.
I wish there was an award for that.
Comes with a
SAG
Yeah,
card.
it could be that. Yeah.
Yeah, the insecurity of the actor, yes.
Yeah. No one has to ever worry about me getting a big head. That's for damn sure.
You were kind of outspoken about the Emmys a couple of years ago. You were saying, you know, that they didn't matter, that it was the performance that mattered and the audience that mattered.
Yes,
when
that
True
lovely
Blood
quote. That was indeed.
that still is all over the internet. When
Is
you
it?
blog, when you Google your name and Emmy nomination, that's what you get.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm so glad
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
still
yeah.
around. You know, that was taken completely out of context,
Right.
and I know that everybody says that, but it was really true, and I thought we had a great conversation about it, and you know, it was true because it was about True Blood, and was I angry that True Blood didn't have more nominations? And I said, and I still stand by what I said, that, you know, the work is the important bit, and we tell stories for the audience, and if you have an audience engaged and you've touched people, you've done your job.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest is just fun and icing and everything else, but that's where the glory is, you know, to touch that audience. And because I felt that we'd done that, it didn't really matter. This is fun, it's amazing, and it is an honor and all of that stuff, but everybody can't be nominated every year.
Right.
And I probably shouldn't have started off like that. As the conversation went on, I did explain myself, but of course that wasn't
Right. Well, no.
included.
Because, you know,
And
when
it
you use
splintered
the
off
F
into
word, it's
1,000
like,
blogs,
you know.
and that was fun.
Well, I mean, it's something that, you know, everybody says, and it's not just the Emmys, it's the Oscars too. It's like, you know, it's an honor to be nominated. It's not something that we think about, but you must think about it. I mean, everybody, if there's an award given in your profession,
Yeah.
don't you? And then the other thing I would is like, you know, as a critic, occasionally, and now I'm like even more hyper aware of it. When I was thinking about you guys, it's like, you know, when we write, you know, our reviews, sometimes you'll say, you know, this is an Emmy, you know, this is an Emmy nominee or an Emmy-winning performance. Do you guys pay attention to that? Is that something that you think about? I mean, when you realize that you have like this role that's really connecting with people, is that, you know, on your mind at all?
No, I know. I don't think so. But I think that if I'm honest, you know, Michael Chiklis, when he won for the first year of the Shield, you know, he stood up and I was really proud of what he said. You know, because someone had made light of being nominated, and he said, you know, in the back of your mind, every actor, like just in that very small space, you know, you do hold that out, and that is like I don't know if it's an achievement. I don't know really what that means because you can't really compare work, but it is the experience. It's like a new experience, and you know, I mean, I have an 8-month-old son, and I'm reminded that there are only so many firsts in life, and that firsts are really a bell curve. You know, like every single day something new is happening in his life, and the older I get, you know, you're lucky if you get a first a week or a first a month.
Sure.
For some people, a first a year. And this experience for me has been one that I'll never forget because it may very well never happen again, and that would be okay. But it's really been an extraordinary kind of experience.
Yeah, I think that was really well put. I feel like I would echo what Walton just said and just add to it that it's not that what's meant more, honestly, is just the recognition of it itself. I mean, like the fact that have friends, people, acquaintances, people that I've worked with reach out and realize that, you know, you can't really judge such a subjective thing as work, but just the acknowledgement of being recognized does mean something. It means something in the way of just, you know, that you're not crazy for surviving this business for 20 plus years. I mean, that's really, to me, what it meant more was anything like that was just a sign like, okay, there's some sort of message that, you know, maybe I'm not wrong to stick it out in this business and keep plugging away and working on my swing. And so it's just, to me, it feels like that, like a pat on the back in a really good, creative way. And it sounds like a cliche, but it really is nice just to be involved in a community and nominated with people that I've worked with or have connections with, and it's a really good feeling. That definitely, you know, put a smile on my face.